Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. We begin with breaking news tonight. A La Crosse police officer and suspect are injured after another officer ran them over in a department vehicle.
Several News 8 employees saw the scene unfold tonight as they were driving by the All Abilities Train Park parking lot at 8:10 p.m. They saw a male La Crosse police officer wrestling another male to the ground in the street near his squad car. They then saw a backup police vehicle quickly enter the parking lot, which ran the officer and suspect over. Several more police cars and ambulances arrived by 8:18. Responders look to be treating the officer for a leg injury. Now, the other individual's injuries are unknown, but our crews heard the person screaming. When our colleagues approached the scene, officers told them to get out. We placed a call with La Crosse PD tonight, who told us to call back on Monday. Several police cars, fire trucks, and ambulances are still on scene. A Green Bay area toddler missing more than 6 months has been found dead. Authorities today confirmed that human remains found last Saturday belonged to Elijah Vu.
Two Rivers police had found a skull and bones on private property about 3 miles from where Vu went missing. Vu's mother, Katrina Bauer, had dropped him off with her boyfriend, Jesse Vang, on February 12th. He reported Vu missing on February 20th. Both Bauer and Vang are both in Manitowoc County Jail on child neglect charges. Authorities did not say whether they'll be handed additional charges. Authorities in La Crosse have identified the remains of a missing teen, James B. Mummer. According to a release, in June of last year, La Crosse authorities responded to a call regarding skeletal remains found in the Mississippi River. After investigation, it was determined they belonged to 17-year-old James Mummer, who was reported as a missing person back in 2018. The release said James had been avoiding his friends and family around the time he went missing. The autopsy report did not show any signs or injury or trauma. A jury is scheduled for the parents whose 15-month-old died of a fentanyl overdose. 43-year-old Lavon Liggins and 34-year-old Brittany Basley each face charges of child neglect resulting in death. According to the criminal complaint, in September of 2023, police responded to their Gould Street apartment to a call of a baby who had turned blue. Authorities later announced the baby dead. Today in court, not guilty pleas were entered on Liggins' behalf. Basley entered her not guilty pleas last month. Their joint jury trial will start on the week of January 27th. They have both faced prior charges of child neglect and were also involved in one of La Crosse's largest fentanyl seizures to date back in 2020.
Minnesota's 1st District Congressman is joining a bipartisan bill to help law enforcement staffing nationwide. Republican Brad Finstad and Democrat Dean Phillips in Minnesota are introducing the Pathways to Policing Act. If passed, the bill would fund programs to help recruit people who are interested in state and local law enforcement careers. Phillips first introduced a bill like this in 2022. It currently sits in committee.
Central Wisconsin is getting another visit by a presidential ticket hopeful. Democratic vice presidential candidate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, flew into the Central Wisconsin airport this afternoon, making stops around Wausau. He talked about his visit to a Ukrainian bakery in Wausau and criticized how some of the questions from Tuesday's presidential debate were answered.
Those questions should have been very easy. And let me say this, standing in the Ukrainian bakery in Wausau, Wisconsin, in front of Ukrainians whose country's at war defending democracy, the answer is simple. Ukraine must win the war.
Now, ahead of his speech, a Wausau woman introduced herself as someone who struggled with infertility. She and Walz said former President Trump's policies would threaten her ability to access care. Walz also criticized Trump's answer about the outcome of the 2020 election, saying he wants to have elections that are free, fair, and held with respect for the candidates.
Well, those presidential ticket visits are continuing. Vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance is making his way to Eau Claire next week. He's scheduled to speak Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. at the Eau Claire Event Center. The doors will be opening to the public at 1:30 p.m. We have tickets and registration information on our website. This, of course, will be Vance's second visit to Eau Claire. We'll have a link once again to all relevant information on the VP nominee's visit on our website.
Onalaska School District is recognizing a member of the community. Today, the Onalaska High School Alumni Association is inducting David Limburg to the Wall of Excellence. Limburg is from the Onalaska High School class of 1986. Additionally, he spent 9 years as an officer in the U.S. Army and oversees a program that supports career development and volunteer activities for the company's military veterans and service members.
The principle of leading by example is something that I've kind of demonstrated and worked at and always strive for, even though sometimes you fail to do that, but I always come back to that. That's one thing that I've just tried to live my life by.
The ceremony started at 6, and it was also a recognition of the homecoming football game that same evening.
Well, coming up, the Friday Night Frenzy.
All the local scores and highlights in just a few minutes.
And we're definitely looking at some showers for your weekend, more on Saturday, but I'll time those out and show you what the temperatures are going to look like for Sunday and beyond. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Eric Hovde insulted Wisconsin seniors.
Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
What a jerk.
He attacked those who are overweight.
Fine, you want to do that? Your health care is going to cost more.
How insulting is that?
He called farmers lazy.
Look at the old physical toil. Now you're largely driving around a tractor.
This guy doesn't have a clue.
Eric Hovde has insulted just about everyone.
What's wrong with this guy?
It's Blain's Farm and Fleet's 69th anniversary, and we're celebrating with exciting rewards offers for our best customers. Shop anniversary celebration savings on assorted 2-pound bags of Blain's brand trail mix, just $5 for rewards members. A 2.5-ton Laren floor jack with case, only $59.99 for rewards members. And get $2 reward savings on new women's CGCG t-shirts, now just $10.99. Come celebrate and save during our anniversary sale, only at Blain's Farm and Fleet.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative.
Scouting has helped them build confidence through problem solving, learning to cook over a fire, building a tent in areas that they don't always get exposed to.
It's not competitive. It really helps develop your son or daughter into a great human being.
This is a great opportunity for your child to get to know the outdoors, and there's so much that outside in nature can provide for our children, and having these experiences is what Scouting is all about.
Yeah, we definitely have some showers coming to the focus for tomorrow. For tonight, it's just really be cloud cover and more mild conditions as the dew points begin to increase. You notice some green showing up here. We'll time out some of these showers. That's late in the night towards tomorrow morning. But that'll be the bigger story as we go throughout. So showers and some storms Saturday, not an all-day type rain. Everyone won't see some, but it could impact some activities. We'll see more sun, and I kind of flipped over that. We'll see more actually sun going into Sunday, warmer temps too. But here's the showers coming in by the morning hours. You're going to see they just kind of creep up towards the north. So by the time we get to about 7 or 8, I think La Crosse down to Decorah may see some of this light showers come in. So you're looking at starting about 6, going to about 8. About 9, you might see some of this start to begin to push further north. Overall, this will be just light rain amounts that it spreads eastward. Then throughout the day, I think you'll start seeing this area shift further east. So activity will continue along the Mississippi River through the afternoon, but start to expand to eastern areas as we go towards the afternoon, even far southwestern Wisconsin too, a little bit up to the north. We could see a storm in the afternoon. Some of this could blossom up as we go towards the evening, but once again, light rain amounts further west and south. You probably start seeing some breaks in the weather as we go throughout the evening hour, and then throughout Saturday evening, we'll start seeing kind of a tapering off of the showers and actually some partly cloudy skies, a little break in the clouds coming late tomorrow night through Sunday morning. So when you wake up Sunday morning, Some areas might see some sun at least starting off the morning before we see maybe another round of some showers. So tomorrow, really the showers and clouds will keep the temperatures in the upper 70s, near 80. The humidity levels will be up, so that'll make a little bit of a difference. Our dew points are coming up because this is somewhat of a tropical, at least feel to the moisture coming in. Then as we go out for the big picture for Sunday going in, once we have the clearing skies starting out, we may see some redevelopment of some showers in the afternoon, but I think a lot of areas will see the sun, which will allow the temperatures to get back up into the mid-80s, so it will be fairly warm Sunday with a southeast wind. The shower chance maybe 20% isolated up to the north and south, but overall we'll keep that threat there. And then as you go into the first part of early next week, Monday, it's still the same type of air mass. So some clouds, some moisture, some afternoon heating will give us maybe another round of some showers Monday afternoon into Tuesday. Most areas won't see it, but still that will be a threat there going into Monday. The one thing with the temperatures, they remain warm through Monday and Tuesday. We're not going to see much of a change. Oops, we kind of skipped right over that. We'll go back to it there. There's your precipitation chances. Some areas may get up a quarter. If you're unlucky or lucky, depending on you see it, you may get up to a half. Further east and south, you go probably lesser of a chance. So some light rain amounts, unless you get one of those thunderstorms. Most of the heavier rain with that system is well to our south. So overall, if you look at the 8-day forecast, we're looking at temperatures climbing to mid-80s through Sunday, Monday, all the way through Wednesday before we start seeing showers and thunderstorm chances return, and potentially getting a little bit cooler towards next weekend. But overall, summer continues with these temperatures and humidity levels, so that's the big thing. But
we've got a few short and sweet weeks left of it. Everyone embrace it, right?
Typically, yeah, because I think as we go towards the next week, we're going to start seeing a change in the pattern. But for right now, it's going to be summer-like.
Okay, all right, soak it in. All right, coming up, the Friday the 13th edition of the Friday Night Frenzy. Jacob and Kate are in next as conference play continues. Scores, highlights, and our play of the night all coming your way.
We all know costs are too high, but while corporations are gouging families, Trump is focused on giving them tax cuts. But Kamala Harris is focused on you.
Building up the middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency.
She'll make groceries more affordable by cracking down on price gouging. And she'll cut housing costs by taking on corporate speculators. Middle-class families build America. We need a leader who has their back.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
This was it? We shouldn't have ignored that musty smell and been breathing this for so long.
I understand. Lots of people don't realize that mold feeds off moisture in their crawl space.
Well, let's cut off the cause of this mold.
A musty smell is just one sign your crawl space is compromised, but you can. Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. And now receive no interest on any repairs if paid in full in 24 months. Call or go online today.
Made in America. What does it mean? It means craftsmanship. It means quality. It means value. And it means jobs. At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're dedicated to bringing you furniture made in North America. And now, during the Made in America sale, you'll find special savings on bedrooms and dining rooms from Daniels Amish and Canadell. Sofas and sectionals from Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and other quality makers. If it's made in America, it's on sale. See the quality, enjoy the savings. Now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Here than it used to be. I'm Rebecca Cook. When I was growing up, this farm was bustling. Holsteins, hired hands, harvesting crops. But big corporations put family farms like mine out of business. And what has Derek Van Orden done? Nothing. Tax cuts for big ag, rising healthcare costs, undermining our democracy, extremism. We need real working people in Washington. And that's why I approve this message.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy. Jacob and Kate with you for another night of football fun. Week 4 of the WIAA football season is here, and teams that could make a run this November are starting to find their stride.
That's right. Number 1 ranked West Salem getting it done on both sides of the ball. The Panthers offense averaging nearly 35 points per game, and the defense is proving strong, giving up just under 7 points per game. Westby, however, also off to a strong start. The Norse's lone loss at Division III's Wausau East by just a point. So that's who we got tonight. Westby got the win last year, but West Salem looking for some revenge. Panthers would force a punt on the first drive, and then the offense would go to work. Luke Baginski takes the handoff, and the senior can fly up the middle, finds his blockers, down the sideline, and he's gone. He would go 69 yards, finally being tackled at the 1. Then 2 plays later, they give it to Trevor Arntz, dives over the goal line and in for the score. It's 6-0 Panthers. Next Westby drive, Maddox Torkelson dropping back, goes downfield, but Nikibo Anderson is going to tip it, and Baginski's going to pick it off on the tip drill. Panthers take over, then later in the drive, the pitch to Arntz, and pardon my camera work, but Arntz is in for his second score. West Salem goes up 12, and this one was all Panthers. McConkey hands it to Baginski, and he takes it up the middle and in. West Salem showing why they're the number 1 team in D4, 40-6, the final.
All right, Aquinas is finding their form lately. Third-ranked Blue Golds hosting Gale Ettrick Trempealeau. Blue Golds marched right down the field. Zachary Moline gets the handoff with blockers in front of him, and he'll shake off some Red Hawks and find the end zone. Aquinas up 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. Aquinas shutting down the GET run first offense here. Red Hawks rolling out on 3rd down, but John Kearney gets the shoestring sack to force a punt. The Blue Golds keep on rolling. 4th down, Jacob Thornton tossing a dot right to Logan Becker. He'll grab a few more yards to set up 1st and goal. Next play, bubble screen to Waylon Hargrove, and they just make it look easy, don't they? Aquinas goes on to win big, 38-13.
All right, 8th-ranked Luther at Black River Falls. The Knights moved to 4-0 on the year, a 48-13 win. This is now the 3rd straight season for Luther to post a win streak of 4 or more games. They'll host Aquinas for a big one next week.
Yeah, that is a big one. Viroqua hosting Arcadia here. 3rd quarter action. Benson McDowell is going to find Alex Hoyam, who makes a diving catch for the 15-yard touchdown. Blackhawks down 10. Later, Viroqua looking for a stop, and it's Caden Sullivan getting the sack. Arcadia would end up punting. To the 4th we go. Raider defense locking down Ted Teske. He's going to get the interception to shut down the threat. Still a 10-point lead as the Raiders will hold on for the 31-21 win.
In the MVC, Toma is looking to start 2-0 in league play for the first time since 2011, the last time they won a conference title.
Yeah, and Sparta sits 1 game back of the Mississippi Valley Conference lead after a setback last week against Logan.
The Spartans looking to get back in the win column as they host Toma. Here we go. Spartans looking to get back in the win column as they host Toma in one of the longest running rivalries in the state. Sparta comes out strong in the first half. The handoff to Camden McTaggart for the first touchdown. Spartans take an early lead. Later in the quarter, Sparta goes to Reese Ott, and Ott wants it all up the sideline, making guys miss all the way in for the score. Sparta goes up big, and they were rolling all night long. Near the end of the first half, Caden Catt found his play of the night and was able to score to add for the team. Sparta finished out the night winning 49-21.
And Onalaska hosting Central in another rivalry matchup. This was a good one. Onalaska up 2 in the second and looking for more, but Brendan Chenault drills Ian Cole to force a fumble, and Kaysen Irwin pounces on it, so Central looking to capitalize. Christian Rudrud fires it over the middle and hits Luke Hansen in stride, and the senior's got a whole lot of grass in front of him. He will take it to the house for a 50-yard score, 2014 Central. But check out the response from the Hilltoppers. Cole has Kaysen Stetler on the check down. He'll turn on the Jets right through the middle of the field and take it to the promised land. Onalaska would go up 1 at halftime. Central led by as many as 11, but Onalaska wins in an absolute battle, 42-38.
All right, we've got MVC leaders. Logan, they're at Reedsburg, but the Rangers fall in a close one, 30-28 the final, and with that, the MVC is wide open.
Yeah, it sure is. And 7th-ranked Prairie du Chien had a big one in SWC play at Platteville. Blackhawks getting the win 41-13 to set themselves up nicely for a run at a conference crown.
All right, let's get some 8-man action going. A battle of the unbeaten. DeSoto hosting 6th-ranked North Crawford. First quarter, defenses not giving up much. DeSoto's Justin Overt gets the sack, all tied at 0. Pirates deep in Trojan territory, but North Crawford's Colin Jacobus gets the big tackle for a loss. So we go to the second quarter. DeSoto's Bryce Schultz finds Keegan Colden, takes it down inside the 1-yard line for 1st and goal. Next play, Pirates punch it in. Finn Robble with the QB sneak to go up 8-0. But hold on, North Crawford would come all the way back in this one. They get the win 14-8.
See, Kate, they say Friday the 13th is supposed to be a spooky or unlucky day. We still got 4 more highlights left and some scores, so it seems like a good day to me. Hopefully you avoided those, walking underneath those ladders and not touching any black cats.
No salt over the shoulder. Is that one of them?
It might be. I think so.
Awesome. All right. Well, coming up, more highlights and scores. You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy on News 8 now.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine at Hy-Vee. Schedule online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Plus, get your flu shot and earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Only at Hy-Vee.
The liberal elite in Washington are running one of their own here in Wisconsin. A political insider who worked to elect liberals in California, even supported a dark money group focused on defunding the police. Her name, Rebecca Cook, political operative bankrolled by the liberal elite. They handpicked her to help win back the House, trusted to elect liberal heroes like Mandela Barnes. They trust her because Rebecca Cook is one of them.
I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More sofas, more recliners, more mattresses, more of everything. You're going to find whatever you want, and you're going to find plenty of it. And it's all priced to go with 0% easy payment plans available. And as always, free delivery. Just try that anywhere else. Come visit us today.
King Furniture.
Nice people, nice furniture.
Bidenomics is working.
It's not. ABC News proved it with charts.
It was under control
on
during
inflation,
the Trump administration, well below
gas,
$3 a gallon, 35%
and housing.
jump in home prices, folks.
Even CNN admits it.
When it comes to the economy, groceries were less expensive, housing was more affordable when Donald Trump was president.
Yet Harris still says,
Bidenomics is working.
no, it isn't.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 this Saturday and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50 you spend in-store and online. Saturday and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. Pep Alma is soaring into week 4.
The 3rd-ranked Eagles have posted back-to-back shutout victories for the first time since 2020.
And they can make it 3 in a row as they travel to Independence Gilmanton. Let's pick this one up in the first quarter. Indies chase back, looking to move the ball down the field. But Pep Alma's Clayton Kegel coming up with a big pick. Defense starting strong for Pep Alma. That's going to set this coming up right here. The Eagles, Trenton Krzoska going up top to Owen Post in stride. Junior walks into the end zone. Visitors take an 8-point lead. Later, more from the Eagles. Liam Midtanvdi backing into the end zone. Pep Alma up 16-0. Indy's not quitting, though. On 4th down, Beck finds Grant Klimek for the big pickup, keeping the drive alive. Independence Gilmanton would make it count. 4th down again, but for Beck, he buys some time and hits Blake Slaby for the score. Indy's down by 10. Second quarter coming up here. Pep Alma responds. Post on the end around here. 29 yards later, he is upright into the end zone as the Eagles are going to extend their lead, and the Eagles soar to a 54-12 victory.
Well, with Cheese Fest going on down the road, Blair Taylor looking to win their 3rd straight as they host Augusta. Pick up action in the 3rd quarter. Blair Taylor's Tavian Schrammett calling his own numbers, slipping by defenders. You could say that was a Gouda run to move the sticks. Later that drive, Schrammett, he's going to pitch it to Connor Cruz. The junior goes 15 yards for the score as the home team adds to their lead. You cheddar believe it. Blair Taylor wins 51-12.
And that is good stuff right there. Cochran Fountain City hosting Whitehall tonight. Pirates looking to get to 4-0. Home side forcing a punt on the opening Norse possession. Then Ty Pop is going to set up his offense in great position with a nifty return, making guys miss. And CFC would take advantage of the short field. Reed Schmidt-Knecht punches it in from a yard out to put his side up 6-0. Next Whitehall possession, more of nothing for the visitors. Dylan Hager and Aiden Lewowski combined for the tackle. Pirates wouldn't do anything with it. Their next drive, so they punt, but the returner takes his eyes off the ball, and Pop jumps on it. And coming up, more bruiser ball from Schmidt-Knecht. Pirates roll past Whitehall 40-0.
All right, also around the area, more scores. We got Bangor. They fall to number 10 Ithaca. The Bulldogs remain undefeated in the Scenic Bluffs Conference, taking the win 14-10.
And Cashton defeats New Lisbon 49-20 as the Eagles also hold a share of the conference lead.
As does Royal, who defeated Brookwood this evening 46-28.
All right, in Minnesota, Winona looking to bounce back after a loss last week. Windhawks hosting Byron. Late first half, Bears up 21-3 when Carson Heimer runs through a couple would-be tacklers to make it 28-3. And coming out of the half, the Windhawk defense is going to force a punt thanks largely to this Brady Wardell tackle for loss. So Winona gets it near their 30, and the give goes to Jaden Blank, and he gets to the edge, and he is going to turn it to another gear. Bursting down the sideline, and nobody is going to catch the speedster. That long rush makes it 28-9 after a failed two-point conversion, but Heimer just could not be stopped for Byron. He makes a man miss, then gets to the pylon for another Byron score. Bears win 48-15.
A good one in Class 2A. Top-ranked Caledonia renewing the rivalry with 6th-ranked Chatfield. The Warriors, however, fall on the road in a close one, 20-13.
And to 9-player action, 8th-ranked Spring Grove getting a big win over Grand Meadow, 32-0. Lions move to 3-0.
And 9th-ranked Mabel Canton at Houston, but the Hurricanes get a big win, 60-20 in that one.
And some high-scoring games, some blowouts this week, but still good games.
There's always going to be a few.
Yeah, I mean, you think that. And the teams are just starting to find their stride. You can really tell. It's starting to get a little chilly. I think the chilly is going to be coming here, the cold. So, yeah, good stuff there. Coming up, some big-time matchups tomorrow in collegiate action. UWL getting ready for their first home test, plus the Badgers with an 11 a.m. date with Alabama. We talk about those games coming up next.
Ashley knows that some of our most important traditions and memories start around the dining table. From cozy breakfast nooks to formal dining areas, we have versatile options that fit any space. With styles ranging from mid-century modern to farmhouse or traditional, starting at just $499.99. Only at Ashley.
As a prosecutor, I never asked a victim or a witness, are you a Republican or a Democrat? The only thing I ever asked them, are you okay? And that's the kind of president we need right now. Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first. I intend to be a president for all Americans and focus on investing right now in you, the American people. And we can chart a new way forward.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere Gator XUV 835M, not because of the spacious cargo box, or because it can tackle any terrain. Not even because it tows up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat because something about being this productive just makes you smile.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
I'm Anna. I'm an OBGYN. I've made my career helping women and families have babies. Making the decision to have an abortion is painful. And for me, it was personal. When my pregnancy was in crisis and the child I wanted and loved had a devastating diagnosis, we chose to have an abortion. Politicians like Donald Trump have no right to make that medical decision for me and my family. Women are nearly dying because of these Trump abortion bans. As an OBGYN, I can't tell you how dangerous this is. And as a mother who's had a miscarriage, I can't think about living in a world like that. But in this election, there's a choice. Kamala Harris believes it's women and not politicians who should be making their own healthcare decisions. She's not gonna stop until reproductive rights are restored. She just trusts women, and that's exactly what we need in a president.
AB Pack is responsible for the content of this ad.
Looking for a better night's sleep? Ashley Sleep offers mattresses for every level of comfort, from soft, cloud-like comfort to firm next-level support. We have affordable mattress options for everybody. Find your perfect match today, only at Ashley. Shop more deals in store and online.
All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. We're done with the high school action. Let's turn the attention to the weekend.
That's right. Week 2 of the college football season, and the UWL Eagles are looking to start 2-0. UWL is currently ranked 6th in the latest D3 football polls, but this weekend they'll be welcoming a Division II school as they host Northern Michigan. Now, these two teams faced off last year, with UWL getting the win 34-3. This one's set to start at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and Cade will be in attendance to get some highlights from that one.
And then in Division I, the Wisconsin Badgers will face off with the Alabama Crimson Tide for an 11 a.m. kick at Camp Randall Stadium. Both teams entered 2-0 on the season, but Alabama, they're ranked number 4 in the country. And the Badgers, they're going to have to be at their absolute best if they want to pull off an upset. This will be just the 3rd time in program history these two schools have faced. Last time was in 2015 with Alabama getting the win, and I'll have coverage tomorrow night.
And the Brewers in action this evening. The Brew Crew leading at 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th.
The Twins, they were hosting Cincinnati. Minnesota falls to the Reds. TJ Friedel and Ellie De La Cruz homering in that one for the visiting Reds.
Good stuff. They're looking forward to that game tomorrow. Both games tomorrow. They're going to be
college
some
football
good ones.
On Saturdays.
Love it. Love it. And the Packers this weekend. We're going to be there. So make sure you tune into that coverage.
We still got more tonight, though.
We do. That's true. Still to come, our play of the night. You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy.
Run forward and give back at the YMCA Maple Leaf Walk Run, presented by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Join us in person or virtual with a 5K, 5-mile, half marathon, and kids fun run, an event for everyone. Register at laxymca.org.
The liberal elite in Washington are running one of their own here in Wisconsin. A political insider who worked to elect liberals in California even supported a dark money group focused on defunding the police. Her name, Rebecca Cook, political operative bankrolled by the liberal elite. They handpicked her to help win back the House, trusted to elect liberal heroes like Mandela Barnes. They trust her because Rebecca Cook is one of them.
I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO. Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Make cleanups quick and easy with big savings on Livman products. Great on many surfaces, the Wonder Mop is tough on stubborn dirt and messes and is just $7.99 after rebate. Brighten up your spaces with an 11% rebate on all GT light bulbs. This light bulb is 7 times brighter than a standard bulb and features adjustable light panels. Get this 3-panel bulb for just $7.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
There are over 21,000 Wisconsin veterans struggling to pay for rent and utilities.
Thank you for your service.
Many are also facing issues with their mental health.
Thank you for your service.
We must do more to help these heroes who have already sacrificed so much.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Words simply aren't enough.
I'm sorry.
Make a difference by donating to this critical Wisconsin survival safety net today.
Run forward and give back at the YMCA Maple Leaf Walk Run, presented by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Join us in person or virtual with a 5K, 5-mile, half marathon, and kids fun run, an event for everyone. Register at laxymca.org.
All right, welcome back. We've got maybe one of the best parts of the night. It's time for the play of the night.
All right, let's go back to the Winona-Byron game. The Windhawks with a lot of field to cover in this one, and Jaden Blank is just the guy to get down the field and make something happen for that offense. He's going to get to the edge and turn it into another gear, absolutely flying down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch the speedster. Winona still does fall, but a great play there from Jaden Blank. Go love it, man. That's it for this week. We got a lot of good stuff. I'm looking forward to Luther versus Aquinas next week.
A lot of good games. MVC wide open.
Yes.
Anyone can win. It'll be great.
It's going to be fun. Thanks for all for watching. We'll see you next week and have a great weekend.